Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Tom C. Today we're going to be checking out the VLA-FET by Black Rooster Audio. It's an 1176 style compressor, and if you're familiar with 1176 compressors, they're very fast compressors. So we'll be checking it out on drums, bass, on vocals and more. But before we do so, please subscribe to this channel and give me a thumbs up as well, and I hope you like this one. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's check out the plugins user interface. On the left we've got a power on and off switch, we've got a link button, an external sidechain, input and output controls, we've got 6 different ratios, so we've got 4:1, 8:1, 12:1 and 20:1. If you double click on 4:1 you actually set the 1:1 mode, and if you double click on 20:1 we actually set the all buttons in mode. We have attack and release. 7 is fast attack, fast release. 1 is slow attack, slow release. And we've got 0 to fast button here. We've got a sidechain high pass filter here. We've got different metering options with the input, output and the gain reduction. We've got a mix knob, and we've got different settings here for the knob mode, knob sensitivity, GUI size. We can check for updates and open the manual. Okay, with all that said, we'll listen to this track of mine called Bodies of Concrete that you'll find in the description. We'll listen to it first without compression and then with... First without. Your faith is a building that's burning with inaccuracy. The flames are blue cold and the shaping complete. You stand there waiting for the windows to share their side of the story. For some the world is an empire, not founded on words of integrity. Choose me, I'm the first who arrived on the scene. Choose me, it'd be an honor to get your esteem. Be on the lookout for the bodies of concrete, cementing your thoughts with sovereignty. You cannot live by... Alright, so there is compression on the drums, on the bass, on the electric guitar and on the vocal. I tried to do my best with the gain matching, and I'll try to do my best all throughout this video. We'll first listen to the drums, actually to the kick. So we've got a kick directory mic here. We'll first listen to it without. So what I did here is that I set it to mid-release, mid-attack, sorry, 12:1 and faster release. Let's listen to it without and then with. So yeah, it does make the kick drum a bit sharper. That's what I wanted. I wanted to have a bit more of that pointiness of the kick. And we'll listen to now the kick in mic. With. Oh, wait a minute. Actually. Without. With. Without. With. Okay, so same thing, opened attack this time, and then faster release. If I actually slow down the release, let's listen to it. And now with a very fast release. Yeah, some of that sustain, some of that noise actually comes up, but what I wanted is to have something that's kind of in the middle. Yeah. So yeah, let's listen to the E kick this time. And what I wanted to do with the E kick is to really compress the initial transient. So faster, very fast attack, sorry, and faster release. 8:1 ratio and all the way. That's because actually it's pretty quiet. I should have boosted the gain before that. Sorry guys, I should have done it. But here we go. it actually reshapes that initial transient. And I actually wanted to have a bit more control on that to give more room to the acoustic kicks. So what we'll do is listen to all three of them without and with the compressor. Without. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Without. With. Without. With. So yeah, punchier overall, a bit less sustain. Yeah, let's listen to it in context now. Sovereignty, you cannot live by someone's decree. Limestone in the walls of their library. Choose me, I'm the first who arrived on the scene. So yeah, that's it. Let's listen to the snare drum now, and I wanted to have a bit more of the sound of the stick of the drummer. So opened attack, faster release, and we'll listen to what happens a bit afterwards with a very fast release. Definitely snappier, but not too snappy. I actually use the mix knob in order to blend some of that, some of that sharpness with the, and still retain some of the body of the snare. Let's push it to 100. 0. All the way is just too sharp. So yeah, this was good. Actually, less could work too, but I think it worked well in the context. Let's listen to it in context. Story. For some, the world is an empire, not founded on words of integrity. Choose me, I'm the first who arrived on this. Yeah, just sharper, and we can actually hear it better in the mix now. I don't think it's louder. Is it louder? Wait a minute. Maybe a bit. Well, the initial peak is louder, but not the sustain. Listen to this. If you really focus on the sustain, you can actually hear that the compressor is doing its thing on it. Okay, let's listen to the room mic now. Well, actually, before we do that. Listen to the snare still, but with release set to super fast, slow, fast, and this was my setting. So yeah, like super fast it really brings out all that noise, and that's not what we want here, but I think it's a very cool sound sometimes. Yeah, and I think, if it works in your production, so why not? Room mic, fast attack, fast release, very fast, and I just wanted to get to actually compress or smash the hell out of the transient and get a lot of that sustain in order to make the room bigger, basically, and distort the hell out of it, because that's kind of what happens. Listen to that. Actually push the volume a bit more. Without, first. With. Without. With. Okay, yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool sound. We could also if we wanted, we could actually use the sidechain. Let's listen to that, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so if we actually set the sidechain to 1000 Hertz, it doesn't compress the low end. And it's pretty cool, just listening to how snappy it gets depending on where we set the sidechain as well. Not compressing the low end, but at the same time compressing the higher information a bit more. Yeah, it's just a cool sound. But I'm not going to use it in this case. So let's listen to the drums without and with compression. Oh yeah, here we go. Drums only. Yep, without. With. Let's turn down the room mic to where it was. I can't remember. Yeah, actually I can. It was -20. Wait a minute. Without. With. More control, more punch, and at the same time more sustain coming from the room mic. So that's kind of what I wanted to achieve here. Let's listen to it without and with the compressors in context. Founded on words of integrity, choose me. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. Choose me. It'd be an honor to get your esteem. But yeah, that's it for the drums. Let's listen to the bass now. So this is a bass guitar that I played, and I wanted to get more of the sound of the fingers because that's something that I like, and also I wanted to have a bit more precision in the playing, and I feel like that's something that can be brought by the 1176. Let's listen to that without and then with. Yeah, we can definitely hear more of that p thing going on. Without. With. I really like that sound, and it's not something that you'd get from an LA2A or something like that. But yeah, it's a sound that I like. The story for some, the world is an empire, not founded on words of integrity. Choose me. And it keeps it in check as well, because the bass is kind of like doing this. And I think it's an instrument that's difficult to compress bass. I don't know what you guys think, but especially harmonically, sometimes you get notes that just sustain a tremendous amount, and others that barely have any sound, or have any sustain rather to them. So I feel like it's a very difficult instrument to play with. All right, electric guitar. Yeah. But Tom, did you see that gain meter? That's too much compression, mate. Yes, it is. I wanted to have a lot of that pick sound, and especially for that sort of, it has a bit of like a Western kind of playing to it, this, I think. So let's listen to it without and with again. So yeah, the initial transient actually comes forward a lot more. And I use the mix knob here, so I wanted to blend the two. But there's still quite a bit of gain reduction happening. But you know what? I don't care. Oh yes, I said it. Let's carry on. Let's listen to the lead vocal now. Listen to one of the later portions of the song. Oh yeah, choose me. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. Listen to I'm the first who arrived on the scene. The plosives and fricatives. Listen to that with compression now. Me, I'm the first who arrived on the scene. So yeah, without. Choose me. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. With. Oh yeah. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. So yeah, it gets more of that p thing. And that's pretty cool, I think. I don't know what you guys think, but it's got a bit of that broadcast sort of sound. Even though, you know, I don't know if it's that sort of sound that they go for, but yeah. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. Without. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. I'm the first. We can actually hear that a lot more than the rest. I'm the first who. Listen to that. It actually comes forward so much without compression. Listen to that. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. And the who arrived on the scene kind of disappears. But listen to it with compression now. Choose me. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. I should probably level match it. It's not easy. Yep, here we go. Listen. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. Pretty cool. It's actually tighter. That's what I like. It's less natural than something you would get from an LA2A. Again, it's less. It's got less of that, you know, pillowy. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it is less of that. But I like it too. So yeah, let's listen to all the compressors. I mean, bypass first, and then on again. Wait a minute. Ooh yeah, that's it. Okay, let's select all the tracks. All the tracks without. Yeah. Okay, without and then with. Let's listen to that. Stand there waiting for the windows to share their side of the story. For some, the world is an empire, not founded on. Sorry about the lead vocal. Wait a minute. I need to turn down the output. That's what I need to do. Words of integrity. Choose me. I'm the first who arrived on the scene. This is very difficult, especially on vocals, because some of the notes are so loud that, you know, when you try to level match it, it's just a pain. But that's the way it is. So what can I do? Or you could say, well, Tom, just pull out a meter. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's listen to it again. Without and then with. Without. Choose me. It'd be an honor to get your esteem. Be on the lookout for the bodies of concrete, cementing your thoughts with sovereignty. You cannot live by someone's decree, limestone in the walls of their library. So yeah, everything's got kind of a bit more, like more focus and more precision in the playing and in the sound in general. So I like that, and I like the way it works on my song here. So yeah, one more thing I wanted to show to you guys, that's the ratio thing. Let's listen to it without compression and then with on the snare. Stand there waiting for the windows to share their side of the story. Let's actually solo the snare for a moment. Take a look at the gain reduction here. Don't you feel like there's less compression happening at 20:1 than 4:1? Well, it's more than a feeling, and that's because actually the sharper, well, the higher the ratio, the sharper the knee. So the knee basically changes on your ratio setting. So sometimes when you play with the settings on a compressor, when you push the input, for example, you could end up with, you know, the ratio changing or the threshold or that sort of thing. Lots of things could be happening in the background without you noticing it, and I think it's worth just paying attention to that whenever you play with the compressor. So should you get the VLA-FET by Black Rooster Audio? Well, I think it's a really nice compressor. If you don't have any 1176 compressor in your arsenal, I think it's an option worth looking at. Some people would say, well, it's got less character than other 1176s. I think that is good, or it has more actually character than other 1176s out there. But I think it's pretty, you know, I think it just works really well. I've not really experienced such a dramatic amount of saturation coming from this 1176, and I think I've got like other options that are have more drive built in, but I really like the way it works. I think it just does the job really well. It gets things punchier and it can react really fast to your signals. So yeah, I like the sound of it, and then ultimately that's what it comes down to, and I think you've got to try it out for yourself on blackroosteraudio.com. If you'd like to purchase one of the plugins that I'm presenting on this channel, please check out the descriptions down below and click on the affiliate links. That will help me out and this channel as well. It won't cost you more, but at the same time it will get me a bit of money that I'll be able to reinvest in this channel. So thank you very much for supporting me. Also, I'm not paid to review these plugins, and the developers don't have their say in my videos. They don't watch it beforehand or anything like that. So it really is my opinion. I like this plugin. Whether you will like it or not, that depends on you. So you've got to try it out for yourself. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do check out the song Bodies of Concrete as well. It will be in the description as well. Let me know what your favorite 1176 emulation is, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Oh yes. Bye-bye.